to the programme. This is the brand new Six Nations trophy they're all playing for. Let's get the thoughts now of our Welshman in England, Sean Holley.
Warren Gatland is a pretty stubborn selector, but if selection against England was down to form, then I'm making a case for the Williams boys, Liam and Scott. In Liam, we have a player capable of breaking down modern defences, with his refreshing willingness to counter-attack from deep and a creative spark often lacking in this Welsh team, especially from the full-back position. Gatland knows England will kick a lot next Friday. Liam is not only fearless in the air, but technically astute. He's brave. See how he keeps his eyes firmly on the ball and his knees up high for protection. He also uses this part of the game to launch attacks and put people in space. Wales have been criticised for a lack of penetration out wide. Williams has the ability to hit the line at pace in these channels. He's developed an amazing offload skill set that even Sonny Bill Williams would be proud of. So this is the deal. If Liam Williams is to play at 15, it would either mean Lee Halfpenny replaces Alex Cuthbert on the wing, or Halfpenny drops out of the team completely. But don't panic, we do have a world-class goal kicker in Daniel Biggar. And so to the other Williams boy, Scott, an all-action centre in the form of his life. A super strong ball carrier with a deathly fend. He carries the ball in two hands with confidence and real pace. Since becoming captain at the Scarlets, he's grown in leadership and maturity. He's powerful and can quickly turn defence into attack with a strong ripping game, as Courtney Laws found out. And when he hits hard, as Brian O'Driscoll discovered. It's likely Gatland will go with his tried and trusted, Roberts at 12 and Halfpenny at 15. But the Williams boys have committed their future to Wales. They play in Wales. They are the form players. Is this the time to see them in their rightful position in a Wales shirt?
Yeah, interesting stuff as always from Sean, and it tees us up nicely for a Wales selection debate. OK, so win or lose against England, Scotland are next up for Wales in round 2. A trip to Edinburgh is on the cards. We got the thoughts of Sean Holley.
Scotland could turn out to be one of Wales's trickiest opponents this Six Nations. Vern Cotter and his staff are harnessing the Glasgow factor. This confidence, physicality and winning mentality could be contagious for Scotland, and it's typified by the Gray brothers. We tend to know a little more about Richie Gray. Tall and talented in the loose, his athleticism is valuable in line-out peels and in cover defence too. But it's the rather unknown energy and youthful exuberance of younger brother Johnny we should all look out for. He's only 20, and he reminds me of a young Alan Wynne-Jones, a real nuisance value around the field. A clever ball carrier, it sometimes seems like there's 50 shades of grey on the park. And both Greys got on the score sheet against Argentina last autumn. In the back three, with Sean Maitland out, we're likely to see Stuart Hogg and Sean Lamont. But watch out for another Glasgow flyer, Tommy Seymour. What has he got? Pace, and plenty of it, and a real eye for an interception. Scotland have been rather unsettled in the past at halfback. But in Glasgow's outside half, Finn Russell, here's another player starting to show real confidence. The Glasgow defence coach, Matt Taylor, is also marshalling Scotland's line. So their defensive systems, organisation and line speed are every bit as effective as the Warriors. After last year's humiliation in Cardiff, I can't help but sense a brutal encounter at Murrayfield.
I agree with Sean that they could be dark horses. Every side is strong at home. You win your line out, you set piece, and you've got Dunbar and Bennett bang in at the middle, get quick ball, away you go.
And they have got 3 home games. Now, well, before we get stuck into our final Wales-England chat, let's see what Sean Holley has made of their injury crisis.
An injury crisis for England, yes, but Stuart Lancaster does have strength in depth. Smash and grab man Ben Morgan is out. In comes barnstorming Billy Vunipola. Owen Farrell's ability to play 10 and 12 plus his dead-eye goal kicking will be missed, but George Ford is the form 10 in English rugby. The midfield dilemma continues to haunt England. With Barrett and Tuolagi out, we're likely to see the same centre pairing that caused Wales problems last year. 12 trees kicking ability is dangerous, and Burrell has a natural instinct for tries, as shown in last year's encounter. They form a solid, if not potent, partnership. Laws, Launchbury and Parling are big losses in the engine room. Wales will definitely have the upper hand here with a powerhouse development of Jake Ball alongside the insatiable Alan Wynne-Jones. It's going to be a game of physical collisions, and the likes of Hibbert plus these two giants could make the difference for Wales. In the back row, England are literally at 6s and 7s. Talismanic Tom Wood is out. Do they go for the likes of James Haskell? Do they opt for the athletic presence of Tom Croft or the experience of Nick Easter? Whatever combination, it's a back row nowhere near as settled and balanced as the proven and abrasive triumvirate of Lydiate, Warburton and Faletau.